Okay. Please. Please. Question number 381. Janakram. After question number no, not now.
प्रश्न संख्या
What is it? No.
प्रश्न संख्या 381
Janakram.
जी प्रश्न संख्या 381
Dear friends and viewers, the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha secretariats noticed that there will be no question hour during the monsoon session of this current parliament, citing COVID-19 pandemic situations. Furthermore, the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha secretariats declared that zero hour will be restricted in both the houses of the parliament. This is a shocking news for those who have faith in a parliamentary scheme of things and democratic values and a vibrant democracy, which must be transparent and accountable to the parliament and in turn accountable to the people of this country. What is question hour and what is its significance? It must be borne in mind that prior to the Indian independence, the first question asked of government was in 1893. Hence, question hour is the liveliest hour in Parliament. It is during this 1 hour that members of Parliament ask questions of ministers, including the Prime Minister of this country, and hold them accountable for the functioning of the ministries. The questions that MPs ask are designed to elicit information and trigger action by the respective ministries. Dear friends, over the last 72 years of parliamentary democracy and its functioning, the question hour has become one of the most visible aspects of democracy. And the questions raised by the parliamentarians have exposed financial irregularities and brought data and information regarding government functioning to the public domain. It is the most important aspect of the zero hour, that is question hour. And what is the zero hour? Simply saying that zero hour concept is an innovation of our Indian parliament wisdom felt by the parliamentarians for raising important national issues and issues of agitating nature affecting the peoples on various burning issues. Viewers, now you could have understood the significance of both the question hour and the zero hour and why the central dispensation tries to avoid these very important things, blaming COVID-19 pandemic situation. But the facts and realities are otherwise, and the BJP government are afraid to face questions in the backdrop of severe unemployment crisis, privatization of government and public sectors, and many other vital issues and decisions that have been taken by the central dispensation during this pandemic situation without any discussion in the parliament or with the stakeholders of the country. It is most interesting to note herein that the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who not only attended parliament almost every day but prepared painstaking replies to all the questions directed against Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in a beautiful manner and in a democratic manner. All the questions would be answered by the first Prime Minister of the country. The current Prime Minister attends parliament very rarely, and even during the parliamentary debates of national importance, he skips parliamentary debates and out of the country on many occasions in the past. During the COVID-19 situation at least, we hope that the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji attend Parliament and address the issues instead of speaking in Mon Ki Baat, that is in All India Radio. It is interesting to note down that the BJP Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who had been elected to the Indian Parliament for 10 times, was in the habit of attending the Parliament every day and answer the questions raised by the opposition parties. Because of his attendance in the Parliament, all the government files would go to his Parliament office, because he used to be very sincere and active in the parliamentary proceedings. On the other hand, the present Prime Minister, instead of speaking the most important things in the Parliament, he used to speak either outside the Parliament or in Man Ki Baat. Hence, question hour in Parliament is an hour when MPs get to cross question and interrogate ministers on urgent issues. The executive shall be answerable to the people's representatives, and thereby 130 crores of Indian population would be benefited. I must be in a position to bring to the viewers certain aspects that have happened in the Indian Parliament. In the last parliamentary sessions, most of the parliamentary proceedings have been made mere wastage. Even the Prime Minister of this country, Mr. Narendra Modi, maintained silence and didn't answer or participate in any debates which affect the countrymen, like triple talaq and Article 370 of the Indian Constitution abrogation. On the other hand, it is also very dangerous that the noted Rahul Gandhi has not asked any question in the last 16th Parliament. This is the most pathetic situation. Instead of asking by Rahul Gandhi, he used to engage these things with in the Parliament by Mallikarjuna Kharge in 2014 and Ranjan Chaudhary in 2019. What my question is that both the Prime Minister and the opposition parties not in a position to bring the issues that have been affecting the larger sections of the peasants, working class, and the most vulnerable sections in the society in the parliamentary proceedings. This is the pathetic situation that has been existing in the parliamentary debates. This is for your kind information. Most importantly, when I want to emphasize that in the first Lok Sabha, that is, nearly about 677 sittings were taken place in the first Lok Sabha proceedings. But on the other hand, the 16th Lok Sabha proceedings, only 226 proceedings have been taken place. My point is that when a government refuses to be questioned or challenged in the Parliament, then what is the necessity in conducting the Parliament, leaving these most important things, that is a question hour and the 0 hour? My point is that these things are not very healthy to the democratic process or vibrant democracy. I conclude that by saying two important issues that has been advised by none other by the Prime Minister of country, Mr. Narendra Modi. During 2015, during the Right to Information 10th Annual Conference in 2015, he addressed the people and asked the people should have a right to question the government. This will increase the faith in Parliament. This was the beautiful advice given by the Indian Prime Minister to ask the people, to ask the government to raise questions, and it would increase the faith of the people in the parliamentary democracy. Even during this National Education Policy 2020 has advocated about this creative thinking in the new education policy, that is National Education Policy 2020. Critical thinking is very important, and it would pave way for questioning the authorities, questioning the system and what not. Hence, I request the Honorable Prime Minister of India, by raising question, most of the intellectuals and public noted personalities have been associated during the BJP regime. Govind Pansare and Gauri Lankesh, journalist, M.M. Kalburgi and Anand Teltunbe and others. So, I request the Indian citizens to be vigilant in maintaining the parliamentary scheme of things in the country, to be safeguarded from the onslaughts made by the Hindutva forces. Thank you so much.